it was a fear, a deep fear that I would have to go to work 8 to 10 hours a day and do something I didn't love doing. And that's like that is absolutely horrifying. It is still horrifying to me. And even if I have really horrible days or weeks or months, I still have this feeling of, well, at least I could be doing something important. You know, like you could read the New York Times all you want, or you could read like the Wall Street Journal all you want, or like whatever. But like a lot of times those publications are written in code, in like an almost like secret code of like, only if you grew up in a certain kind of world and know have these kinds of assumptions about the world will you understand this story. And I think that is sad. My work now is, how do I cover things that help people understand what is happening to them so that they can be empowered to do something about it. I try to kind of pull it apart until I can get to a really core piece of information. For example, like Medicaid. That is kind of a complicated thing. Like, how would you ever qualify for it? Is it like a Netflix subscription? It's easier to sign up for Netflix than to get onto Medicaid, right? So if you break it down into a really simple thing to start off with, maybe you say like, in America, there are certain portions of people that are too poor to afford health insurance. And then you're like, wait, but like maybe some people don't understand health insurance. And then you break it down even further of like, because like health insurance is kind of complicated. I end up trying to break it down further and further until I get to the nut of something that everyone can universally kind of understand. You need to put enough pieces in place, and we don't really spend enough time putting those like building block pieces in place so that people can actually think through those types of things. Most of the times it's like we have this idea, we think it'll work, and then you start executing on it and you're like, oh God, this isn't good, or this isn't working, or I can't do it. And you don't know which one of those it is. And so slowly you start working up to it. Luckily, there are editors, and sometimes there are people who can help with like animation, or sometimes there are people who can help with like design. But a lot of times there aren't. So you're just kind of angstily going along. The only consistent thing with good projects is there is somebody in the process who is willing to be honest about whether or not it's good. Because that's such a hard standard of like, is it good? Right? It's like, it is such a hard standard. Like, I think all of us know whether or not something works or not for us, but being able to extrapolate that out for a larger group of people and having words describe why it works and why it doesn't work is so hard.